keeping up with our motto, let learning be a joy and teaching a pleasure. Here we are with the remote teaching and learning process to bridge the gap. Happy learning, students!
I had a variety of food today and I did not waste my food also. So, today our lesson is the value of food. Hello and welcome, students of TVM. Today, in the breakfast, I had bread and butter. In the afternoon, I ate roti, dal, rice, and vegetables. And in dinner, I had porridge. We eat wheat, rice, jowar, pulses. We also eat jamboon, boar, fish, salt, variety of things you eat. Do you know where all this food stuff come from? Few of the things you get from plants. Few of the foods are obtained from seawater like fish and salt. Few of the fruits you get from trees. You get meat and egg from animals. Now, normally your parents usually tell you not to waste food. Why everyone is after not wasting food? Can you tell me why? Okay, let me tell you a story. I am going to tell you a story of a bhakri. Yes, a bhakri, a roti that is there in your plate. From where does this bhakri come? Have you ever thought that? Yes, of course, your mother cooks and give it on your plate. But from where and how this bhakri is formed, you know that? Let us see now. First, your mother brings flour from the shop. Then she makes a lump of wheat, a dough. Then from that dough she makes roti. That roti is then put on the gas for cooking, and after cooking it comes to your plate. This is not enough. The starting is something else. It starts from a farmer. The story really starts from the farmer. The farmer first plows the field and breaks a lump of mud. After the field is ready, he will sow the seeds in it. And in the pre-monsoon showers, the seeds get properly rooted in the field. After a few days, the sprouts come out, and after a few more days, the grains are grown. Now the real work or the hard work starts. Normally, the rainwater is enough for the grains to grow. Sometimes the farmers have to supply extra water for special crops. Once the crops are properly grown, it has to be removed with the help of laborers. When the grain forms and the ears grow fuller, birds come in flocks to eat this tender grains. That is the reason you can see scarecrows, crows, always there in the fields, so that the birds think that the human being is standing there and they get frightened and do not touch the crops. Now all the grains have to be cut and then threshing and winnowing is done. This is how we get the grains from the fields. Now let us see what is threshing. If a machine is not available, bullocks do the threshing. A round space is cleared in the field and the threshing floor is prepared. A post is erected out in its center and bullock is tied to it. The bullock walks on the circle around the post and the harvested ears are spread in the round space so that they get trampled upon by the bullock. Now, if the crop is large in quantity, a bigger space is prepared and more bullocks are used together. That is, the bullock will move round and round on the crops, and by the pressure of the legs, the grains will come out. This was done in the earlier times. Few places it is used now also, but nowadays farmers use machine for doing the process of threshing, and this process of threshing goes for several days. Then comes the process of winnowing. Once the grain is separated from the chaff, they are winnowed. That is, the chaff falls apart and the grains are collected. Children, you know that chaff, after the grain comes out of it, is very light in weight. So when the winnowing is done by air or by the wind, they fall apart and the grains stay back. Now, this grain that is obtained from the winnowing is filled in sack. It is very important to protect these grains from insects and pesticides. Even mice are there and rats are there that can eat away and rot the grains. After doing all these things, these grains are ready to go in the market. From the marketplace, they go to the vendors. From the vendors and the traders, it comes to your house. Now, do you eat that grains like that only? Did you get a bhakri there? No. Now that grains have to be taken and crushed so that you get wheat flour. After the wheat flour is prepared, your mother will knead the flour into lumps. Then the lump are then taken, flattened into a bhakri and then roasted. For this purpose, you use fuel. There are people who transport the things from one place to another. That is, grain may be grown in Punjab and you may be eating it in Maharashtra. So transportation is involved. And the most important thing is a very hard work of the farmers and all the people who are involved in making this grains reach to our house. That is the reason why your parents tell you to not to waste food. Similarly, the fish that you eat, the fisherman also has to work very hard to get them. Many people are involved in growing and providing the fruits and vegetables that you eat. So, we should not waste food and eat fruit and vegetables properly. Understood? So, bhakri that easily you throw away in the dustbin is because of lots of hard work of different people. Children, now when there is roti or vegetable in your plate, never leave it or waste it because it is a hard work of so many people. Think over it, and till we come with the next video, keep learning new things. Thank you.